bar to get things started today.
Good morning. Good morning. Wow, that's starting off strong, Christy. Well, good morning and welcome.
Guten Tag.
Guten Tagen. Yeah, we are in the World Cup mindset over here. Welcome to the 2026 Sunflower State Games, hosted by Strong Barbell Club in association with PLU. These are drug-tested powerlifting meets. We're opening up with Lauren at 181 pounds on the bar.
Records today, you have to tell us over here at the head table before the lift happens.
Nice and speedy opener there for Lauren.
Very quick, very easy. Gotta love to see it.
All right, we got Alyssa O'Brien coming up next. She will be taking her opening attempt at 198 pounds.
And then they walk back around and do it again.
So today is going to be a little bit of a shorter day. There are two flights today, Flight A, Flight B. Flight A, I believe, is stacked at 10 lifters. Flight B is at 7. We have Alyssa O'Brien, another Strong Barbell Club member, opening up today at 181 pounds.
I believe,
or 198. I think she changed her opener initially. And then after that, we'll be moving on to Abigail West. But Alyssa has been a member at Strong Barbell Club for a minute.
We're starting off strong with that sparkly belt. Brian does love himself a sparkly belt.
I'm part squirrel. What can I say? Very
Easy
nice
opener.
Squat on that one.
So with 3 white lights. Now, crowd. Is anybody wondering, raise your hand if you wonder about crowd etiquette and powerlifting. Okay, yeah, just don't say the F word. Cool. You guys can do whatever you want today. You can have a good time. Cheer for people you don't know, please. They may not have anybody here. I know my ladies in the front row.
All right, we got Abigail West coming out here. 198 pounds for her as well. She is also a Strong Barbell Club member. I think most of our lifters here today are Strong Barbell Club people.
I would say a large majority.
At least most of the women are, yes.
With SBC.
That's a good way to put it, associated. Deep squat.
Back out in A7.
Good lift for Abby.
Good looking lift for Abby. She is coached by her own Purty. Coach.
She trains at about the same time I arrive at the gym most nights. I just know that. I show up and she's here working with good old Marshall.
These colorful plates that you guys see with these
Brittany Wendler up next, 107.5 kilos on the bar. This is 237
pounds.
pounds.
Probably have these calibrated kilos. It's not going to. Your normal plates at your normal gym are going to be up to 10% off. They might be 40 for 45. These are exactly the right weight within 10 grams.
Good brace. Right back up.
Great looking opener there for Brittany.
Very clean.
That lift is good.
All right, moving on to Avery Huber. 112.5 kilos on the bar for the junior lifter. This is 248
If you can't read that from there, then you
pounds.
have to pull it up on your phone.
Fun fact, Christy, that's how much I used to weigh.
248?
Roughly, yeah.
I've weighed 248 before too, actually.
Vanessa, you're on deck. Haley, you're in the hole. Amanda, you're 3.
There was no muscle on my body.
Oh, I have a lot of muscle on my body.
I was just round.
We all go through different phases of our life. All right.
Very narrow grip on that bar.
But not
hyper narrow.
Surprising. Good looking opener there.
Avery Huber, 3 white lights.
This is good for Avery. Vanessa Sexton up next. 117.5 kilos on the bar, 259 pounds.
He's got 259 pounds on the bar.
Great pick from Vanessa. All the way down, all the way up. Some strong lift, 5x5 squat form right there, looking straight down. Very quick, though. Haley Bolton up next, 125 kilos on the bar, 257.58 pounds.
Haley Bolton's a lifter at 275 pounds here in our 65 division.
Haley is definitely an experienced power lifter. So her opener should look nice, clean, and crispy.
Real smooth.
Nice, clean, and crispy.
Great execution, 2-1. So I'm going to guess it was a depth call on the right side. All right, moving up to 132.5 kilos for Amanda. It's 292.11 pounds. So you might be asking yourself, Brian, why are you talking in kilos and not pounds? We're in America, darn it.
That's like using soccer instead of football.
True. So we utilize kilos because it's an international standard. When we talk about the weights that our athletes are moving in these meets, you can say, oh, they moved X amount of kilos, and across the world, we know what that standard is. Good squat, maybe
lift there.
A little bit slow, in my opinion, for an opener. There's nothing wrong with that. He might be somebody who's able to grind through the lift. All right, Kelly Powell up next, 135 kilos on the bar. So there is strategy when it comes to choosing your first attempt.
100%.
Typically, it's something that you want to be able to hit for 2 to 3. So Kelly is an experienced powerlifter. This is her first meet in 2 years. She is at a Strong Barbell Club.
Right. Let's go, Kelly.
Way to be patient at the top. 3 white lights. Lift is good for Kelly Powell. Sierra Gribble up next. 303 pounds on the bar.
Sierra, our last lifter of the round. Sierra Gribble.
All right.
3 pounds on the bar for Sierra.
Sierra is starting out here with 303 pounds. Also a very experienced power lifter. Is Sierra rough?
My brain's telling me yes, but my gut's telling me no.
Let's go, Sierra.
We could call in our expert and
Sierra
ask them.
148 pounds
But he's kind of coaching her right now.
Correct. All right, let's go, Sierra. Nice pick there. Nice and steady on her walkout.
Very nice.
Smooth opener.
She's high bar squatting.
For Sierra Gribble.
Or like a maybe somewhere in the middle-ish type.
Closer to what Sydney does, actually. It's
Yeah.
a bar squat.
Yeah.
Not too low, not too high. It's somewhere right in that center spot, right in the middle of your delts.
Yeah.
And for some lifters, that's really easy on the hips. It lets them get into the right position while still allowing for proper leg drive through the heels without causing, too much upright or too much forward lean. All right, back to the start of the round with Lauren. 90 kilos on the bar. This is a 7.5 kilo jump.
Typically, when you're in a warm-up room, you'll do about 6 or 7 attempts. And when you do that, you probably line those up with the attempts on the platform.
All right, let's go, Lauren.
Do 2 warm-ups per attempt. They get 6 attempts, they can budget the time, and then they're ready when it's their time to go.
Real smooth right there.
Really fast.
Definitely going to be able to go
Just
with
so you
that.
guys know, in the
Her
back,
coach,
we've
Cade
got
Proctor, also a strong
onward
barbell
this
club
little
coach.
Correct.
Uh,
Several athletes are Cade
correct.
Proctor coached here today.
Cade is actually has been a top 10 in his weight class all-time powerlifter. He's got the experience. He's also been a bodybuilder. Now, if you ever get the chance to see any of his lifters on the platform today without their singlet on, they are wearing a Cade Proctor shirt with his flexing body all over it. They made that for him to surprise him with. Abigail West, 97.5 kilos on the bar, another 7.5 kilo jump, roughly 15 pounds. Very nice.
Great looking squat.
Abby West, good left. 97.5 kilos. Alyssa's up next at 220.
All right, 220 pounds here for Alyssa on her second attempt. Let's go, Alyssa.
Let's go, Alyssa. Right when she hits the bottom is the best time to cheer on her way up. Let's go, Alyssa. 100 kilos on the bar.
Not quite there on that one. Going to
Her
take it again.
bracing was weird at the top.
Tension's got a little.
So she took a breath in and braced, and then she took another breath in and braced again.
Wasn't quite fully set mentally on that one.
Yeah.
She's got the strength in her, just needs to reaffirm that technique.
Definitely.
Brittany Wendler up next, 117.5 kilos on the bar.
She had an error on the way up, so she's going to retake that weight and do it on her third one. Brittany's our next lifter at 117.5 kilos. That's 251 pounds.
So one thing that you're going to start noticing with the lifters today, and it's not going to be as dramatic because there's fewer lifters, but people are going to be wearing different kinds of belts, different knee sleeves. Some people are going to be wearing wrist straps. Some people might not be wearing any of it.
Different
Correct,
shoes.
different
But they
shoes.
will be wearing shoes. You are not
They will
allowed
be
to not
well-
wear shoes.
Yeah. Nope, not quite there on that second attempt. Can come back and try it again.
So she like locked and unlocked her knees in a weird way at the top just now.
It feels like she shifted up her whole body.
Yeah.
So some
Squat's
athletes,
nerve-wracking.
it is. So some people have the tendency to try to take an extra breath, and you'll see them raise their upper back, take that breath. However, it looks like she almost came up on her toes.
Yeah, it was like her legs. I don't know.
It's like her legs tried to hyperextend when she took that extra breath in. All right, Avery up next, 120 kilos on the bar.
Well, that was easy.
Very,
That
very
looked like an
easy.
opener. So all of our spotters unloaded are experienced and have spotted and unloaded before today. And one of our spotters and unloaders today has squatted over 1,000 pounds.
True.
It is true. Several times.
In fact, some might say he has the highest squat.
I don't believe he has the highest total anymore.
Not total,
I
but
believe that
highest
was
squat.
broken today by Colton.
Correct. But highest tested?
Yes.
Total. An unofficial all-time world record squat.
Yes.
Also tested.
And if you might wonder who that is,
That
I would
big
say
back
it's safe
right
to
there.
assume it's the big guy on the left.
You could guess it was the smaller guy who's just clamping on the plate on the left as well.
Oh, it's definitely the back spot. Olivia can definitely squat that much weight.
Probably.
All right, let's go, Haley.
Total poundage-wise, I can do it too. Put 225 on the bar. I can squat that 10 times. I'm actually above that
Tonnage,
squat.
yeah.
All right, Haley
Haley
Bolton,
Bolton,
130 kilos on the bar. She took a little bit of a smaller jump between her first and her second than a lot of these athletes have, percentage-wise. She's taking a 5-kilo jump.
Yes, ma'am. Haley with a second attempt.
3 white lights. Lift is good. Amanda Cosgrave, 40 kilos on the bar. So the general suggestion, and this doesn't apply to everybody, but if you are trying to decide your own attempts, the general rule is don't jump super dramatically every single time. Between your first and your second, 5 to 7.5% is a good rule of thumb. It's
Correct.
Not, again, these are not hard and fast rules, but if you've never done it before,
Amanda's a
start
lifter
there.
at 308 pounds.
Your jump between your second and your third,
They're best
Kelly,
practices.
you're on
Yes.
deck. Sierra, you're in
typically
the hole.
going above that 5% threshold between your second and your third is a little bit harder to pull off. Very nice.
Good looking squat there for Amanda.
But it also comes down to
Kelly's up next. Same
what
weight on
kind
the
of
bar,
athlete
308
you are as
pounds.
well, right? If you're an athlete who starts off much lighter on your opener just to get on the board,
Right.
jumping 7.5% doesn't make that much sense because you're actually 10% below what your second should be. And it comes down to experience, but generally 5 to 7.5 between first and second, 5 or less between second and third.
Let's go,
Kelly
Kelly.
jumps 5 total kilos between her first and her second.
There we go.
Very nice.
I think that was better than our opener. That was good.
Sometimes you gotta shake the rust off if you haven't been on the platform in a while.
This is the last lifter
All
of
right,
round
last
two.
lifter of
In the warm-up
round
room, you've
2,
got time
second
for 2 to 3
attempt,
warm-ups.
flight A. Once we are done with this, we'll be moving directly on to flight B squats, and then there will be a 15-minute intermission between squat and bench while we get the platform reset and ready to go.
And we talked about knee sleeves a little bit earlier today, but you can tell the way Sierra is walking, she is definitely wearing the newer generation knee sleeve.
Waddling on and
Waddling,
off the
yes, that is
platform.
correct.
I will say it is interesting to see how much compression they give around the knee and how much they don't give around the calf anymore. Because
My calves are big enough; they give me compression enough around my calves. But
So-
yes, no, because they're so
they're
stiff.
so stiff they don't
Let's
compress
go,
to you
Sierra.
as
319
easily.
Right.
pounds
Less
the bar,
margin of error.
148-pound weight division.
Like a piston
Nice.
up and down. 3 white lights, lift is good.
That was nice in practice.
All right. Now on to third attempt with Lauren. 100 kilos on the bar. A 10-kilo jump between her second and her third.
All right, we got Lauren coming out here with her third attempt squat at 220 pounds. All right, let's go, Lauren.
Very nice. Super strong on that one. 3 white lights, lift is good.
Lauren, 3 white lights and a good third attempt. Alyssa's up next.
All right, Alyssa missed this on her first, on her second
So when
attempt.
Alyssa hits the hole, everybody come up with it.
All right, this needs to stay in the game. Keep your head in the game.
All right, let's go, Alyssa. I really just think she misgrooved her second attempt, so this should be. Oh, something's happening with her right leg that she's like. Much
There we
better.
go. Much better. There we go.
He's our next lifter.
Phenomenal comeback on that one. So much easier. Again, I agree with you. There's something where she was trying to resettle her right leg.
Yeah.
Maybe nerves. Maybe she needed to pop her knee.
Who knows?
Could be anything. Well, not anything, but could be a few things.
All right, 231 pounds here for Abigail.
Very nice.
231 for Abby West. Good for that.
Great looking third attempt there.
And Brittany did miss this on her second attempt. This is where I believe she moderately seemed like she hyperextended at the top before she went back down.
Yeah.
Just so our crowd's aware, you can powerlift at any age. So anybody who thinks they might want to get involved, let us know. Send me that email on Monday. If you can't walk, you can bench. If you can walk, you can do the full meet.
All right, nice walk out there for Brittany. So she did the same thing, but she recovered.
Yeah. So what it looks like it's doing is like she's trying to come up and then forcing her hips back almost, as opposed to a true hyperextension. But she starts off slightly bent over, and she's trying to reinitiate the hip hinge. It looks like she might be trying to re-cue that hip hinge in her head with a true physical cue as opposed to just hips back.
Yeah.
Let's go, Vanessa. She's going to have 130 kilos on the bar.
130 keys on the bar.
Oh.
Not quite there. Great catch by our spotters today.
Good time to give our spotters and loaders a hand.
All right, Avery up next.
Hardest job in the room all day.
132.5 kilos. Her second attempt moved really well. This is a 25-pound jump between her second and her third.
Impressive. That's good.
Very impressive, yeah.
She probably could have opened up a little bit higher, so her jump between second and third wouldn't have been so high.
Yeah,
You guys go head to head, and you squat, bench, and deadlift, and then we add all three together.
But to be able to take a jump like that on between your second and third is actually really impressive, in my opinion. I can't do that. I jumped 15 kilos once because my coach thought my first attempt moved really well. And so it was like, yeah, let's go 12 and a half kilos, I think. Or maybe it was 15. I don't know. I think it was 15 kilos. Christy doesn't make 15-kilo jumps even on squat. All right.
It just depends on the day.
Let's go, Haley.
All right, let's see what the judges have to say. 2-1, good lift. Again, same thing. Haley is a lifter who very much cuts it at depth instead of going all the way down. And that is both a good and a bad thing. It means that she's not traveling nearly as far, so she can get up. However, the heavier that you go, the higher that you tend to start cutting it, which is why you get that red light on the right.
It's a very practiced squat for sure.
Correct. All right, 145 kilos on the bar for Mandy Cosgriff. Not quite there.
No lift on that one for Amanda. Good catch, guys.
All right, Kelly
We are
Powell,
to our
145
last two
kilos
lifters of
on the
Flight A
bar.
squat, Flight
Then we'll
B.
move on to Sarah,
Be ready.
and then we'll be opening up with Augie Greeno, a guest lifter for the day.
It is his first meet.
It is his first meet.
All right, let's go, Kelly. Nice brace.
Great grind from Kelly.
319 pounds.
Ah.
2 for Kelly Powell.
All right, we're going to be moving on to squats. Flight B. Again, Augie Greeno will be opening up with 25 kilos on the bar. After we get done with Sierra.
Left one of fighting. Sierra Dribble, 330 pounds.
All right, let's go, Sierra. Nice pick.
Good pack at the top. But not quite there today. That's okay. She can come back and try it at another meet.
Yeah, and she knew that wasn't there. Usually,
we'll take just a minute to rotate into Flight B.
You can tell as a lifter whether it's there or not.
And there's nothing wrong with that specifically. It's just a
want to take a good 15,
thing to
20
get
minute break right now before you start
and learn
warming up
from.
for bench press. This is a good time to do that.
All right, we're going to be adjusting the. We'll be adjusting the bar here for our guest lifter, and then we'll be going back.
Our second flight here in a minute. We're going to have 7 lifters in our second flight, and Augie's going to start us off. Augie's 9 years old, and he's going to do a federational meet in a couple months where he's old enough to be in it. He's lifting unattached here today, and so he's a guest lifter for us to get his first meet experience. He's our head referee, Mike's son. So Augie's going to come up and lift with us and do our first lifter for our squats, benches, and deadlifts in Flight B. Then we'll have our other 6 lifters behind him. And then at the end of the round, because we're at 7 lifters, each lifter under 10 in the flight will have a minute.
All right, so we've got Augie Greeno coming up next. He is a guest lifter today. This is his first meet, and he will eventually compete in the federation. However, it's nice to get your first meet out of the way sometimes, especially as a kiddo. All right, Augie starting off here with 25 kilograms.
Let's go, Augie Greeno.
All right, let's go, Augie. He did wait for the command, which is good. Nice and deep squat.
Good for Augie Greeno. Cameron's going to be our next lifter.
All right, now we're switching the bar back to 25 kilo squat bar. We've got Cameron Marley coming out next, 341 pounds.
Cameron's our lifter, 341 down on the bar here for Cameron Marley. So just so you guys know how this works, so like Cameron wasn't quite ready to be up there, but he's got a whole minute to come. So, time.
Hey. So Cameron Marley wasn't quite ready yet, but he does have a whole minute. And you can't see this on camera, but he is impressively fast moving his knee sleeves up to his knees.
See, he's still got 20 seconds here on the
And he still has 20 seconds total to even like get the lift started here. Not sure if he was off center there a little bit.
There we go. Good lift for Cameron Marley.
Good opener there for Cameron.
175 kilos.
All right, bars loaded here for Jacob Gunn. He's opening up with 175 kilograms. This is 385 pounds. All right, 2-1, no lifts there. We got JP Bell coming up next, 429 pounds.
JP Bell with 195 kilos on the bar. That's 425.
Nice deep squat there. Good lift there for JP.
Funny, JP came to me as a client. My name is JP. Okay? My name is John Philip Price from Cornell and Phillip. This is John Philip Bell. The 2 L's. It's weird, right? It's kind of meant to be, maybe. We'll see. It goes 3 for 3. You can keep it. You know?
All right, we got Gavin Franklin coming up here, 451 pounds. Speedy opener there for Gavin.
Good lift for Gavin, 2-1.
All right, we got Austin Van Buskirk here, 225 kilos. This is 496 pounds. Good looking there for Austin.
Good lift.
All right, we got Ian coming out here, opening up at 290 kilograms, 639 pounds. State record attempt here. Ian's only competed a couple times, but he is quite the squatter. Pretty excited to see what he can do here today. Nice walk out there. Patient for the command. That's about the slowest I think I've ever seen him move that before.
639 pounds.
All right, we got Augie coming out here next. Augie's going to be taking his second attempt at 66 pounds.
Three-minute clock. 3-minute clock from our head.
So we are going to have a 3-minute clock running here. So because this is a smaller flight, we do have an extra runoff clock. And that's to essentially give extra time for the lifters on the flight. These are written in the rule book to give that extra time. It's all based on how many lifters are in the flight itself.
Warm up for bench probably until the end of our second attempt. The end of our second attempt, flight A. I'll remind you to go warm up for bench at the end of the second attempt. So if you're going to have a snack or something between lifts, now's a good time. A lot of people get curious of like what you should eat on meet day or before a meet day, because this isn't a place where you want to have the bubbly guts. Okay, some of these lifters are managing their body weight, some of them are not. Okay, when I lifted, I didn't manage my body weight. I'm the heavyweight. So we have weight classes, and then we have the heavyweight class where you can be as big as you want.
All right, bar is loaded yet again for Augie.
I've had 90-year-old competitors.
All right, let's go, Augie.
So powerlifting for everybody if you want to do it. Let's get this back to the top of our lineup with Augie. He's gone up 5 kilos to 66 pounds on the bar.
Leaving no doubt.
3 white lights
You
on
can
that
tell he
second
waited for the
attempt
rack.
squat.
I thought that he jumped the rack command on his
I
opening
think Mike
attempt
just got
by
Augie
1
into
foot.
this because it's a time when he knows he's going to listen. You know what I mean? Like, I think Mike get into this just so they like do what I say. They'll put their phone down for 3 hours.
All right, we got Cameron Marley coming up next. 385 pounds on the bar.
Cameron Marley's up next at 385 pounds on his second attempt.
Cameron Marley gonna have to squat 1.5 miles to hit depth.
You know, he's got some long legs, doesn't he? Speaking of long legs, we've talked about shoes, but we haven't talked about why you wear certain shoes. Can't really tell super well on the live stream, because if we booped it any further down, we'd cut the top of his head off.
With 2 red lights on that. Now Just so you guys know, if anybody ever gets red lights, you can just ask the judge and they'll tell you.
But he was wearing squat shoes, which actually gives the lifter a little bit more of a heel, which allows their knees to travel further forward, gives their ankles a little bit more range of motion. So you can squat a little bit deeper. It helps a lot of people with, wow, words are hard this morning, Brian.
They are. I've been up since 5:45.
I woke up at 6 o'clock this morning to a puking dog, so I mean, words are hard. But it gives people more range of motion in their ankles. Great look in there.
381.
Good
lift. Lift is good. I do not know what.
I don't know why he missed his opener. I looked away and like his opener, and then I looked away and he missed it. So
it happens.
It does happen.
All right, JP Bell, 205 kilos on the bar, followed by Gavin Franklin, Austin, Ian, and then we'll be moving back on to Augie Greeno.
So you'll also see people wearing a more flat shoe, and sometimes those people find a little bit more advantage because they can actually feel the floor with their feet, and you can actually feel more grounded and more rooted. You don't necessarily need that extra range of motion in your ankles.
When I was an active competitor, I was forbidden from using heeled shoes, actually, by my coaches. Because I had too much ankle mobility.
Yeah.
And I would go too deep with heels on. So I actually had to use flats, not because I could feel the floor more, but because it made it so that I didn't
decrease your range of motion, yeah. I also prefer flat shoes. Now, that being said, I don't know what I really prefer right now because I tore my meniscus, so I'm not really squatting right now. And it could be that I go to a heeled shoe and I start barbell squatting again. I'm not completely sure.
Who knows?
Who knows? I don't.
The world will be your old school.
Maybe we'll find out in like 8 months.
At doctor school. So he's at KCU to become a doctor here.
Austin Van Buskirk.
529 pounds. This is the state record attempt.
Correct. This is
big old pounds.
Going to be Dr. Van Buskirk.
We've actually seen a lot of providers and physicians come through our meets and our gym as members. We have one that previously just started about a year ago, actually. He just left and moved out to California. He also went to KCU. That was a great looking squat there for Austin.
Whenever somebody sets a state record, you might notice that they stop by our judge.
All right, we got Ian McGuire coming out here, 661, 300 kilograms. I'm wondering if he just got a little anxious on his opener attempt. Hopefully the second attempt moves more like how he normally squats. So.
All right, Ian McGuire up next, 300 kilos on the bar.
Because they have to show up with everything that they're going to wear. That way they can't sneak in like an extra tight knee sleeve or a knee wrap under their knee sleeve or any support gear.
There we go.
Three white lights, lift is good.
That was the state record as well.
He's not taking a third, which makes sense. That moved like a third.
That was smart call. So you have to take at least one attempt.
He squatted 683 in training. I think that's what he squatted once in training. So, yeah, he's a pretty impressive squatter. He's kind of built to squat, though.
Yeah.
So we're doing our 3-minute runoff. And then
Built like a fridge.
It's built like a fridge.
Cameron,
All right, we are up to our third attempt squats here on our
JP,
second flight.
Gavin, Austin.
Just as a reminder, once this
Here's another
flight of squats concludes, we will take a 15-minute break in between the end of this flight and the beginning of bench press. So we will pause, quote unquote, pause the live stream. We'll put a screen up, and then we'll return whenever we start bench press.
Yep, it looks like we'll probably be starting bench press around 10:15, 10:20.
Because let's say
after we're done with these third attempts.
He has a bad time, he could jeopardize his deadlift and his bench.
But we will not be starting the timer until the platform is set.
Correct.
That's why their first attempt needs to look kind of easy. Because if it's a hard first attempt, then what are you going to do on your second and third? You can't give up. So they have to start out a little easy.
All right, 30 seconds remaining until we get back up with Augie. Then we do Cameron, Jacob, JP, Gavin, and Austin, and that will be it.
One thing we haven't mentioned yet today is that if you're not able to watch the live stream, because you know it's powerlifting is usually a long day. It's not like you're watching a soccer game or a football game or a track and field event sort of situation. It's usually a fairly long day. We got three different lifts, sometimes 3 to 4 flights. Today's just 2, but you can follow along on liftingcast.com. You just have to look up PLU Sunflower State Games on Lifting Cast, and you'll click open, and it'll show the first screen that you open up to will actually give you the scorecard. And you can just scroll down to the lifter that you care about and follow along from there. If they got the lift, the weight will be green. If they didn't get the lift, it'll be red. And if this box is empty, nice looking squat there for Augie.
Good lift for Augie.
3 white lights, the lift is good.
3 for 3, starts of the day. Cameron's going to be up next, and he's retaking his second attempt, which is 375. Or 385, sorry. He missed out on
Augie's definitely bringing the ultimate reason why we powerlifted. That's purely just to have fun.
Yeah, that's why we all should powerlift. If you enjoy it, do it.
Yeah. All right, 385 pounds here for Cameron. Retaking his second attempt.
Cameron, 385 on the bar, 242 weight class.
There we go.
All right, 2 to good lift.
2-1.
All you need is 2 white lights.
Jacob bumped up to
Correct.
402 pounds for this attempt.
You only have to get 66% of your lights to get 1 lift. So 2/3 of your lights. You only have to get 1 of each of your 3 lifts.
Which means
On the day, you only need 6 out of 27 lights.
Which
to
is
be light,
33%.
which is 6 out of 27.
Yeah.
9. It's like 24%. 22%.
So close to that transition
You only need
area.
22% of your lights to get a total
We
for the
call
day.
that the lockout. Sometimes that
Winner,
last
winner,
little bit
chicken
is the
dinner.
hardest.
Lowest common denominator. You can also have a
You can also go.
roughly
Let's go for
66% on your
JP
day
Bell,
and not get a
first
total.
going for
Correct.
473 in the 100 kilo
And
junior
that
division.
sucks.
Brian's speaking from experience, everyone.
Let's go,
Every
JP.
time.
All right, we got JP Bell coming out next. 473 pounds. He is in the junior class, age 20 to 23. Deep squatter.
Very nice.
Lift is good.
Great lights, lift is good.
I will say the crowd is very participative today,
Very positive.
which is nice.
Sometimes the smaller crowds bring on more positivity.
Yeah. And definitely makes for a more fun day, in my opinion.
Absolutely makes for a more fun day.
All right, we got Gavin Franklin coming out here. 512 pounds.
Very nice.
Great looking third attempt there.
512, good lift.
All right. A
We
little
do
bit
like
of
to keep things clean here in the sport.
a barbell injury here. Somebody just pinched their fingers, got a little bit of blood on there. Disinfecting it, got to keep it clean.
Sorry, one of my spotters just clipped his finger on the clip and he just had a little cut. Anytime there's any blood on the platform, I stop everything, sanitize it, and move on. Sometimes they'll like bleed from deadlifting from their shins or from their hand if they tear it. That's why they have to wear a shirt on squats so that they don't get anything from their body on the bar.
All right, Austin Vanderskerp up next. 250 kilos on the bar.
551 for
Final
Austin
squat of the
Vanderskerp.
day today.
Not quite
catch,
there.
folks.
Great job by our spotters and loaders today.
Yeah.
10 for Austin. He goes 2 for 3 on the squat. Set
All
state
right.
records on his second.
We'll be taking a 15-minute intermission.
That is the end of our squat flight, folks.
We will be rejoining around 10:20, maybe a little bit before, maybe a little bit after, but I would say 10:20 is a safe.
Safe bet.
And
Yes.
they're going to turn it into a bench press. So these racks that we use right here,
All right, we got Alyssa O'Brien here. Her opening attempt bench press.
Right now, our current commentator is the heaviest squatter in the world, Devontae Lewis. Covered with sparkles and smiles.
Easy opener
Three-way
there for
lights lift
Alyssa.
is good for Alyssa. Lauren up next, 50 kilos on the bar.
All right, 110 pounds here for Lauren.
Bar is loaded for Lauren.
All right, let's go, Lauren.
All right, so we are using a Texas Strength Systems power bar, where on squat we use a Kabuki squat bar. And on deadlift, we're going to use a Texas deadlift bar.
3 different brands.
3 different bars.
Very
Great.
easy opener there for Lauren.
Beautiful bench. Beautiful bench for Lauren. We're moving on to Brittany Wendler, Avery Huber, Haley Bolton, and then Kelly Powell.
All right, we got Brittany Wendler coming up next. 126 pounds here for Brittany. All right, this is 110 pounds here for Abigail.
All right, Abigail getting settled underneath the bar, wearing her flats. So you can also wear flat or heeled shoes on bench.
That is correct.
Very beautiful. Following all 3 commands, the start, the press, and the rack command.
All right, bars loaded here for Brittany. She's opening up with 57.5 kilograms, 126 pounds. So common red light reasons that people have in bench press is not waiting for the press command, jumping the rack command, and booty coming up off of the bench, especially for girls, I feel like, because that leg drive, a lot of people think that they should go up with the leg drive, and really you should not go up.
You go back.
Or out, like out and back.
Yeah. You basically, you want to try to make it so that your shoulders are being pressed into the bench.
Correct.
You don't want to be pressing your butt into the air.
Correct.
It's a very different movement. All right, Avery Huber up next, 65 kilos on the bar. The bar is loaded for Avery. Very nice. Very great looking bench right there. Awesome, Avery. Haley Bolton up next, 67.5 kilos on the bar, 148.81 pounds.
Just to explain a little on the bench press, it's the most complex of the lifts as far as what the is doing. So there's 3 commands: start, press, and rack. Recently breaks the bench press up into those 3 pieces, so people aren't throwing the bar back into the rack or bouncing it off. That's an element of control. It's much more difficult.
All right, let's go, Haley.
Way more challenging to follow those commands. That's why it's impressive. So why do we do it? Safe.
That collar must have been on pretty snug because they were having a hard time getting off to throw that 125 on there.
Bar is loaded for Haley Bolton. 67.5 kilos on said bar.
Kelly, you are on deck. Kelly, you are on deck. Amanda, you're in the hole.
Beautiful opener there.
Hands down, awesome bench, Haley.
Beautiful technique. Pristine.
I was trying to think of
Chef kiss.
a word that started with H. Pair with the name. That's
For
what I've been
Haley?
doing. Yeah, see, it's hard. Handsome, Haley. That doesn't work.
No, it doesn't work.
All right, Kelly Powell.
Let's go, Kelly.
67.5 kilos on the bar.
148 pounds. Great opener there for Kelly.
Kelly kicked it.
Ooh!
I could also do alliteration as opposed to first letter, and then I could do Kelly crushed it.
Ooh!
Bar is loaded for Amanda Cosgrove. 75 kilos on the bar. And then we'll be doing Vanessa, Sierra, and then going back to the top of our attempts with Alyssa O'Brien at 50 kilos.
Out the first round of bench.
All right. 80 kilos here for Vanessa. 176 pounds. Nice opener there for Vanessa. All right, we got Sierra coming out next. 176 pounds here.
Bar is loaded for Sierra. We're just crushing our way through these benches.
Crushed. So Sierra's using the sides of the combo rack to make sure she's nice and centered inside of the combo rack and to really place her traps.
Correct. Make sure that her back is in the same spot every single time, making sure that she is ready to go.
Consistency is key here, especially with bench press. Soft touch bench press there.
Sierra smoked that. So one thing that you might be noticing is it appears that some of our lifters are getting slightly longer pause commands than others. However, the reason for that is because they're not demonstrating complete control of the bar on their step.
It has to be completely motionless.
Correct. So the faster and softer that you can tuck your chest, the faster it can go.
How long is it going to be before you're number one in the world? Less than a year.
the one in our heart.
He broke the all-time world record squat. He did 1,081 pounds with a belt in his. The all-time world record, more than anybody's ever done in the history. And he's also the top 2 right now, number 2 all-time. And so we're really privileged to have him here to help us today, and then also to be a member of the community and just show us kind of how that's done. That doesn't happen. Very rare. So as we start the second round, Alyssa's going to start us off. Lauren's on deck. Abby's in the hole. Brittany is 3 out. Avery is 4 out. Kelly, you're 5 out.
Very nice on Alyssa. Great control by her and her coach. She
got 2 red lights, 2 red lights.
She is giving Devontae the stare right now.
Easy second attempt there
great
for Lauren.
job for Lauren.
Just for a clarification on the rules there, so the reason Alyssa missed her lift is they called her for a downward motion.
So there was downward motion called, meaning that your bar can only move
the deadlift,
in
as
one
soon as the
direction.
lifter starts to come up,
Right at the start of the lift,
there's a
it can
bottom
only go
portion of
down.
every lift, and when they
On the
start
wo-
to
on the
come
After
back
the
of the
press
lift,
command, it can only go up.
it can
it's
stop
dangerous. So it's
Yes.
just
or go up,
pressing,
but it can never go
Go
back
back
down.
down.
bar goes down a little and then back up. They can call that as an infraction.
Abigail West, 55 kilos on the
Whenever
bar.
things like that happen, I'll try to let you know so you guys understand what they are.
Three white lights lift is good.
Next up, we got Brittany with 62.5 kilos. Avery's on deck. Kelly's in the
All right,
hole.
137 pounds here for Brittany.
We are cruising through these bench attempts. All right, Brittany Wendler, 62.5 kilos on the bar.
So one thing that does make PLU, the federation that is this meet is federated through, is that your handoff individual is somebody that the lifter can choose. Whereas in like USAPL or IPF, you're actually required to use the same handoff person throughout the entire flight, and that's a member of the spotting and loading crew.
Which, as a lifter, is incredibly frustrating because you don't know how they're going to hand you off. You can't even get a practice.
No, you can
handoff
get
in
really
the
lucky, or
back.
you can get really unlucky sometimes.
Correct. And that's why I always taught myself to do self-handies. All of my heaviest benches were handed off by myself to me.
Let's go, Avery. Man,
Well,
she is really
there we go.
stuck there.
So bench is kind of the hard wall in powerlifting.
It hits you like a brick wall.
It hits you like a brick wall. Now, you can still grind, for sure. However, there's a point where 5 kilos is a killer.
2.5.
2.5 kilos is a
Yeah.
killer. Like, there is just a hard set wall sometimes for people. And it might be there some days and it might not.
Right.
It's just very dependent
Somebody
on
could
you.
be dehydrated because they cut a little too much water, or they just cut in general when they shouldn't have, or they didn't eat right, or their triceps need some love. Let's go, Kelly.
Come on, Kelly.
Try for it, Kelly. Not quite there.
So I'm not sure. She might have a little bit of a stutter too. And from the head side, it looked like it might have gone down a touch, but
their name and what the
Haley Bolton, 72.5 kilos on the bar.
159 pounds. She's wearing wrestling shoes.
Haley's up at 72.5 kilos. On deck, it's going to be Amanda. In the hole is Sierra.
Now, y'all can't see it, by the way, but our side spotter Ross in his bucket hat got some good socks on today. All right, Haley gets that start command. Really clean on the way down and on the way up. Very consistent.
Speedy and clean.
Listen, 3 white lines for Haley.
So one of the socks is a Dragon Ball Z sock. What is this other sock?
Third, you get that AARP discount.
It's right on the tip of my tongue. I can't remember. I know what it is, but I don't remember what it is.
See, it's good and bad when you compete around your friends. I'm sorry.
All right, Amanda Cosgrove coming up next. This is 170 pounds.
Bar is loaded from Amanda Cosgrove. 77.5 kilos on the bar. Again, 2.5 kilo jump. You definitely see a lot smaller jumps, not even just weight-wise, but percentage-wise on bench press than you would on squat or deadlift.
Let's go, Amanda.
Great job.
170
We'll see a 2.5 kilo jump
for Amanda Cosgrove.
on this next one.
Sierra Dribble's up next. She's got 82.5 kilos on the bar. That's 100.
All right, 181 pounds here for Sierra.
These are our last 2 benchers of the round.
All right.
You'll especially see smaller jumps amongst female and younger lifters versus male
Let's go,
lifters.
Sierra.
Oh, yeah.
We've got Darian handing off to Sierra. He's one of our meet directors. If you see meets in St. Louis, Darian's probably going to be the director. So they do an awesome job out there. Look on the PLU calendar for meets out in St. Louis. Those people put on awesome shows. And we're glad the same state as them. Sure, those there.
Let's go, Sierra.
181, 51 rum. I have to say once. Again, very controlled. Stops immediately on the chest. Just a great bench press.
Really good lat engagement. You can just tell by her setup that she's actually able to leverage her lat.
Yep. All right, Vanessa Sexton up next. This is a state record attempt for Vanessa at 87.5 kilos.
Vanessa is the last lifter of the round. She's got a state record attempt on the bar here.
All right, let's go, Vanessa.
Not
Man.
quite there. She can come back and try for it again on her third attempt.
She's got a chance to come back and get that.
All right, now we're starting up our third attempt bench presses here with our first flight.
Correct. So Alyssa actually missed her second attempt at 50 kilos.
For
They went up-
two different color flags.
So, from my understanding, there was a conversation, and the general consensus was there was downward motion on the bar.
Was what?
Downward motion
Yeah.
is the general consensus.
Was one of them at least. So we'll see what the side judges say. She did give a little.
We got 2 reds on the
So
side.
her glutes came up on that.
So, we got another rule to talk about, folks. Your butt has to stay on the bench. Your butt has to stay. So sometimes when you're pushing as hard as you can, and your hips come up off the bench a little bit, because especially if you're long-legged, right? So sometimes when you're really, really pushing, your butt will come up, trying to get your body to just use everything it has.
All right, we got Lauren
That
coming up
bar
next.
is
132
loaded for
pounds.
Lauren Prowell.
Lauren's up. She's
All
got
right, Lauren is up
132
next.
pounds
Another
on the bar.
5-kilo jump.
Ooh, come on, Lauren, stick with it. Come on.
Nope. So there was both wibble wobble and just not too
Yeah.
strong. So as
No lift on that
a
one.
side judge
Lauren
on that
does
one,
super
I would have seen the bar go up and down. I wouldn't have seen the fact that, truthfully, the center of the bar stayed level. But side
I
to
will
side.
say, if you're a side judge, you have a lot to watch.
Yep.
So not only are you watching the bar motion, but you're also watching that booty on the bench
And the feet.
and the
the foot
feet.
power.
There's a lot. And in IPF, they actually have an elbow depth rule, so they have to check that the elbows hit depth on that too. Brian's making a face, but it's a rule.
Listen,
I mean, you're not going to compete in the IPF, so it doesn't matter to you, Brian.
never would.
Yeah,
Wouldn't. Even if I
but
could.
it is a rule.
Even
All right,
if I could.
Abigail, 60 kilograms here.
Could never compete at that high of a level.
Unfortunately, that downward motion, good save by the spotters and loaders there.
Big
Like
smile
we
walking
said
off
earlier,
there.
bench press is one of those lifts that it's like you can move so well on your first and second attempt. It could explode, and then you go to do your third attempt, and even if it's just 2.5 kilos,
That's
you
5 pounds.
you get an inch off your chest, and you're like, uh-oh.
Triceps say, oh no.
Oh no, we not show up today.
They're not chest tricep recruitment in this movement anymore.
You're done. All right, we got Brittany coming up next.
All right,
143 pounds.
And we're closing in on the final attempts of Flight A. Not quite there.
I'm seeing a lot of people today that are going to become best friends with the tricep pushdown, is what we're going to do in some close grip bench press.
You guys are finding out a little bit about
But there's
Tricep
also a lot
pushdown.
of close grip bench pressers here too, I think. So
bench press
But
is
again,
tough. It's a hard
the
lift because you're pushing on it.
Tricep press down, overhead tricep extension, dips, phenomenal.
if you can do them,
If you can, start off on a bench.
So it's
But
always
yeah.
just
I'll tell you, if you can do
to try to get it up.
dips,
Most of these people
with your body
bench
weight,
press 2 to 3 times
definitely
a week,
makes
some of them 4 times a week.
regular benching a lot easier.
Avery Huber with a state record of
2 to 1, not
2 to
quite
1
there.
lift. And because it was such a hard lift and the bar fluttered, there's sounding up motion there. I know it's some of you, you're like tapping your person next to you, you're like, oh, sounding up motion. Yeah.
all right, we got Miss Kelly Powell coming up next. Retaking that second attempt at 70 kilograms. Let's go, Kelly. Hey, come on, Kelly.
Tries. Not quite
Huge.
there.
Right on the razor's edge.
She can come back. She can try that
Amy
again
Bolton's up next at
next meet.
170.
I know what I'm saying. I know what I was committing to, Christy.
Also, the
Okay.
reason we turn the music down for matches is they have to hear the judge, and it's like a lot harder or 3 commands. So when deadlifts come back up, we'll back up. If you don't like that, sorry. I hope you're happy now. If you like that.
All right.
Haley,
77.5
170 on the bar.
here. 170 for Haley.
All right, Haley, 77.5 kilos on the bar. This is a 5 kilo
There are
jump.
4 attempts
She took the
left,
same
so
size
if
jump
you
between her
are
first and
in
her
the
second, and her second and her
flight,
third.
there are 4 attempts left.
There are 4 total benches left in Flight A before we move on to Flight B, where we will open up with Augie Greeno. Very nice.
Haley Bolton Goodland.
Hit that transition hard and just extended. Extended.
All right, we got Amanda Cosgrove coming out next. 176 pounds here for her.
Cosgrove, she's got 176 on the bar here. She's in the 148 class today.
Oh my goodness.
So close. Not quite there on Amanda's third. Very close attempt. Goes 2 for 3 on the bench press. Sierra's coming up. She has put a chip on. So we have these little tiny silver weights that are 500 grams and 250 grams. And you can put a chip on for the state record at this meet. We're a state level meet here. So she's got a chip on to break the state record in the state of Missouri.
All right,
So she's going for 85
188.
and a
Much
half
like golf, we're
kilos.
about to
Normally you
chip
have
this.
Call for 85 kilos. So she's added 1 extra pound to that to try to break the record.
So this is a 1 pound jump. Typically, we don't have that. However, resetting records in the PLU does allow that on a
Well, it's
state
more
level.
than a 1 pound jump because she went from
After
82.5
Sierra
to
will be
85.5.
Vanessa,
So
and then we'll
Well,
rotate
she's
into
doing a
Flight
1
B.
pound increase
yes.
from the record, which is at 85 kilos.
Correct. So 500 grams.
Yes. Or 5,000 milligrams.
Correct.
Fif-
10,000 micrograms.
Micrograms is where it gets weird. I'm not entirely sure. Wouldn't that be like 50,000? 50,000?
Nice.
Very
Oh, and
nice.
third bench press, 3 white lights.
State record
State
attempt
is good.
secured.
We got
And
one more bench presser here in Flight
doing a
A,
pirouette,
and
she's
that'll
so
be
happy. Definitely not
Vanessa.
getting her gear checked, that's for sure. All right, Vanessa Sexton missed this on her second attempt. Just was not able to make any transition at all. Came about 3 inches off and just stalled.
All right, let's go, Vanessa.
Nope, not quite there.
Vanessa's third attempt is no good on that bench. We're going to roll into Flight B.
All right, we are
All
getting
right.
ready to roll into
Greeno for
second
Aussie, we're going
flight
to put
here.
on a little bit lighter bar.
Flight B opening up with 10 kilo bar for Augie
Start
Greeno.
off with a 15-pound bar, and then we'll go to the 20-kilo bar. Oliver, in a couple years, are you going to do some powerlifting with Uncle JP? Yeah? When your mom's too old, then no, I'm just kidding. You can never be too old. Oliver, like 2 years, man, you can practice. Think about it. Maybe if you do it, Alex will do it. When we get started here with the first round of Flight B,
All right, Augie's our first lifter here.
She'll have 22 pounds
Starting
on
with
there.
22
The
pounds.
order for our Flight B is going to be Augie, and then Austin, JP, Jacob, Kevin, Cameron, Ian, and Gavin. Kevin is not in the meet for squats. He's doing push-pull. So when you guys see Kevin come up, he's a veteran, and he got blown up in Iraq. And so his ankle doesn't work as good as it could, and he has a hard time squatting. But he can do bench and deadlift, so he's going to compete in those today. So you'll see him, and he was not in our squat flight, but he will be in our bench and deadlift flight. So in powerlifting, for example, where's Julie at? Raise your hand, Julie. So Julie, she squats and benches and deadlifts and meets, but there was a time when that was really even harder, and she physically could not do a squat and a meet because her hip would not allow her to. And now she can do it, but only one side reaches depth. And so, because her hips are shifted a little bit, she's very consistent. She knows that. But when she couldn't squat in a meet, she still did bench and deadlift while she was recovering from surgery. So you don't have to do squat, bench, and deadlift. You can do bench only. You can do deadlift only. You can do both. I have a permanently injured back, so if I ever compete again, it'll probably just be bench only. So, I almost outbenched my deadlift when I was healthy, let alone now.
All right, let's go, Augie.
Augie's going to start us off. Let's give it up for Augie Greeno.
Augie Greeno opening up with 10 kilos on the bar.
Nice opener
Very
there.
nice. 3 white lights. Lift is good for Augie. All right, next up is Austin Van Buskirk.
Just like we did from the
102.5 kilos on the bar.
When we are done with this flight of bench press, okay, at the end of these rounds, we'll add 2 minutes to our clock because we have 8 lifters, not 10. So at the end of the round, we'll add 2 minutes to the clock. And then when we're done with bench
All right,
press,
Austin Van Buskirk starting off strong here with 225 pounds.
they're going to put the deadlift bar on the platform. They'll load it for our first lifter for flight A, and then we'll take a 15-minute break while they warm up. Okay? So after this flight is done with bench press, then we'll take another 15-minute break before flight A deadlift. So flight A, you really don't need to warm up for deadlift until we're done with our second attempts here.
Great looking opener there for Austin.
Good lift for Austin at 102.5 kilos.
Getting very quick on that press command. Had control all the way through. JT Bell up next. Same weight on the bar, 102.5 kilos.
All right, we got JP coming out here. Great looking opener there for JP.
Very fast and confident in that bench. All right, Jacob Gunn up next, 120 kilos on the bar. This is 264.55 pounds. We do not round up here at Strong Barbell Club. Whatever weight we say is on the bar, or less actually. Sometimes we'll take ounces away. You don't get that ounce.
I don't know about that, but
I'm not gonna say.
We definitely don't round up.
I have never rounded up for anything here ever. Somebody tried to say that they did, what was it, 600 or 700 pounds?
699.
I was like, that's 699. That is not a gram more than what you did 699.
All right,
You keep
Jacob
you
here with
honest, you keep you
264 pounds. Great
Very
looking opener.
nice. All right, moving on to 2 reds, so 275 for Kevin Matthew Beasley.
So Kevin is a push-pull, bench-only, and deadlift-only athlete. He did not participate in the squat. All right, let's go, Kevin.
Let's go.
275 pounds. This is state record attempt here.
Going bulldog grip on this bar. Very nice, very quick. 3 light lights. Lift is good. Cameron Marley 125 kilos on the
more
bar.
recently than his service career, he's lost 70 pounds. So he was 250 pounds, and he lost all the way down to him. This is also kind of like something he planned for weight loss goal with some goals.
Bar is loaded for Cameron Marley.
Cameron's up now, 275.
Then we'll have Ian, and then finally Gavin. Gavin will be doing 160 kilos on the bar. Between attempts today, we will be having a 2-minute break between first and second and third. And there'll be another 15-minute break
Ian,
while we get the platform ready for deadlift.
All right, let's go, Cameron.
Cameron Marley, 275. That lift is good.
3 white lights. Lift is beautiful. Ian McGuire, 314 pounds on the bar.
On his second attempt squat.
So Cameron just got a warning, I do believe, for his little thumbs on his wrist straps being still around his thumbs. It's one of those goofy rules, in my opinion, that you're not allowed to wear the thumbs on your wrist straps.
But don't you know, it adds an extra 50 pounds onto your attempt.
Totally does. That thumb support that it provides.
Yeah, the thumb support of pulling it out.
Right.
Wait a minute.
All right, we got Ian McGuire coming up next, 314-pound opener. Let's go, Ian.
So Ian got a little bit longer press command on that one because he wasn't fully motionless on his chest. All right, Gavin Franklin up next, 160 kilos on the bar, 352 pounds. Very easy on that with no wrist wraps either.
Easy opener.
That's a good lift for Gavin. Nice work, man.
All right, up next is Augie Greeno and then JP Bell.
All right, and we are at the top of our second attempts here with Augie Greeno.
We've got our 2-minute runoff going right now.
All right, so currently we have our 2-minute runoff,
33 pounds.
and then we will start our second attempt bench press.
Don't forget, we've got our folks from Onward Physical Therapy in the back. If you even just need to see somebody about some problem you're having, my mom was here today. She could talk about everything, so I would send her back there so that she could talk to them instead of me. Maybe they can help her use her iPhone too. I read something the other day that says I'm at the age that's officially your parents having surgery without telling you it. It's happened like 4 times in the last 2 years. After this minute's up, we got 1 more minute, yeah? 1 minute until we start round 2. Now, reminder for flight A, you probably want to start warming up for your deadlifts at the end of this round, because then we'll have 1 more set of attempts, which will be about 15 minutes. Reset the platform, and we'll have a 15-minute break. So if you start your warm-up at the end of this round, and you'll get about 35 minutes to warm up, and you would have had 30 minutes to have a break. 30 seconds till round 2. Our next meet that we're going to host, we've got a meet that I help host with these referees and with some of the folks involved. We'll be in Omaha with the PLU, the same federation we're in right now. We'll be in Omaha on August 1st. Okay? Then we also have a meet coming up for our first meet ever, our franchise location in Manhattan, Kansas. That'll be a USAPL meet on September the 5th.
All right, bars loaded here for Augie.
That's a great meet to be in. We also have the Slasher Classic coming up. It's our Halloween theme meet on October 17th. You can register for that sometime in the next 2 weeks. I'll have that up. And then we also have a PLU meet coming up in December on December the 5th. Those will be our next 3 events that we host.
Great looking second attempt there for Augie.
The 15 kilos for Augie. JP Bell is our next lifter. 237 going. JP.
All right, we got JP Bell coming up next. 237 pounds.
This is JP's first meet. He's in the junior division. He's 20. Up to 20. Nice attempt for JP. Yeah, don't be afraid to cheer. It's cool. JP's like, I don't like you either.
Good lift there for JP. We got Austin Van Buskirk coming up next. 242 pounds.
Austin's up at 110. This is 242 pounds for Austin Van Buskirk.
7.5 kilo increase here for Austin. Good luck once again attempt over there for Austin. We got Jacob Gunn coming up next, 281 pounds.
Jacob up next. He's down to 281. Kevin, you're on deck. Cameron, you're in the hole. Ian, you're 3 out. Gavin, you're 4 out.
All right, let's go, Jacob. Easy second attempt there.
Good lift. Kevin's coming up. He's got another state record.
All right, we got Kevin Beasley coming out next, 286 pounds on the bar. This is also a state record attempt. Nice soft touch there on bench, which means he got a quick press command.
He's going to get his gear checked by our size judge here. That's a state record for Kevin. He has one more attempt to make that even better. Cameron's going to be up next. Cameron's got 132 and a half.
All right, Cameron Marley's up next, 292 pounds. Just not quite there for
Not
Cameron.
quite there for Cameron. He can come back and try to get on his second attempt, on his third attempt. Next up is Ian McGuire at 147.5 kilos, followed by Gavin at 170 kilos.
All right, this is 325 pounds. Dang.
Not quite there. He can come back and try that on his third attempt.
No lift on that one for the end. Ian's going to try that one again. Third. We've got 170 on. Yeah, man. 374 pounds.
Big bench here for Gavin. 10 kilo jumps, about 20 pounds.
Lots of narrow grip benchers here today.
Yep,
Like, I would say they're the majority of the benchers today.
taking huge advantage of them triceps.
Intermission to use it during our 2-minute break.
All right, let's go, Augie.
All right, Augie Greenhead is going to start off our next attempts here. Nice job, August. 3 for 3 for Augie Greeno on bench press. He finishes up at 38 pounds.
All right, we got JP Bell coming up next. 248 pounds on the bar.
All right, JP Bell, 112.5 kilos on the bar.
Ooh, ooh. All right, let's see what those judges say here.
Hit that transition
Good
hard.
lift.
That was a good call by me. Thank you. So, important distinction. Why didn't he get a red light for that one, even though the bar stopped moving? Yeah. Because it didn't go back down. So the bar, if it's going up and it stops and keeps going.
All right, 115 kilograms here for Austin Van Buskirk. 253 pounds.
253 on the bar. Kevin, you're on deck. Cameron, you're in the hole. Jacob, you're 3 out. Let's go, Austin. Nice work negotiating a tough deck.
Good looking lift there for third attempt bench there for Austin. We got Kevin coming out here next, 292 pounds.
Because they saw me. Sometimes it's because their friend is doing it. Sometimes it's because, like, one of my favorite clients, he retired. And he met with me 2 months before his retirement. And the week after he retired, we started lifting, and we have not missed 3 days a week since that day in 2 years. So his bench.
All right, let's go, Kevin.
His bench press started at 110, and he just did 200. Deadlift started at 150, and he just did 300. And he's 66 years old. Okay, so this was his retirement gift to himself because he worked his butt off, and he never.
All right, let's go, Kevin.
During his career, and so he gave himself this. So we built a relationship, and we're getting him strong, and then we'll hit the platform when he's ready. You don't have to power lift to lift and get strong and be better.
132.5 kilos on the bar.
Let's go, Kevin. 292 for another state record for veteran Kevin Matthew Beasley. Let's go. Sometimes they just don't work together. It is not ever very often when somebody's bodies are even on their right and their left. It's tough. For me, I'm left-handed, but my right arm is stronger because my left arm is more damaged. So when I bench press,
Cameron Marley up next, 132.5.
Slow my right down so that my left is
292 pounds here for Cameron.
This way, all the weight's on your bad side, and all the lighter weight's on your good side, so you have to go up even. Cameron's a lifter. He's got 292 on the bar.
We have 4 more bench presses of the day here. And then we will take a 15-minute break once we get the rack off the platform. So,
Come on, Kevin.
let's go, Kevin.
Take it.
Dang.
Tough attempt through the transition. Cameron goes 2 for 3 on his lifts. Jacob's going to be up next at 319. If anybody ever wants to help out, one of the best ways you can help out at me by spotting and loading. And once you have some real experience in the sport, at least 2 years, and a referral from one of our referees, then you can work to become a referee in the federation too. So our gym's big on trying to promote referees. You have a couple people that can help promote them. You do a written test, and you also do a practical exam where you judge 100 lifts with an experienced referee. And so once you get through that whole process, then you can help.
Come on.
Not quite there on Jacob's third. That's going to rotate us up to Ian McGuire, he's got 325. He's going to take one more crack at that. And then our last bench presser will be Gavin. After Gavin's done, we'll reset the platform for deadlift.
All right, we have Ian coming out next here. 325 pounds here for Ian.
Let's go, Ian.
All right, let's go, Ian.
325 on the bar.
Dang, so sticky.
Very, about as slow as it's going to get. That's going to bring up Gavin. He's going to go for 407 and try to cross over that 400-pound mark today. So we're done with deadlift. It'll take about 10 minutes to go.
All right, so we got Gavin coming out here. He is attempting 407 pounds. Darn.
What a good call. Almost there. That's going to end our round.
All right, so we have finished bench press. We will probably, we have a 15-minute clock once we are ready for deadlift. So we will probably be back around 11:40.
Sounds roughly right. I'd say 11:40, 11:45-ish.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see you then.
All right, and we are back to get started with the deadlift. We are getting started with Abigail West, 105 kilograms, 231 pounds.
After we're done with all that, you can take family pictures, group pics, team pics, whatever you want. Bars loaded for Abby at 231 for her opening deadlift.
All right, let's go, Abby. Unfortunately, she jumped the down command. So there is a command that you have to have in deadlift. You just need the down command. You don't need a start command or anything like that. You just walk up to the bar and pull it up. The bar cannot come back down once it starts going up. But you do need to get a down command once you're completely erect, hips are through, shoulders are behind your hips, then you will get the down command. We are using a Texas deadlift bar. The deadlift bar is a little bit different than your standard power bar in that it is definitely a little bit more flexible. It's not the most flexible bar in the world, but it does have more give, which can allow you to put more pounds on it and get a bigger deadlift. That was a good lift. We've got Avery coming up next, 264 pounds. Great looking opener there for Avery.
Good lift for Avery at 264.
All right, 286 pounds here for Lauren. Sporting some hot pink deadlift socks. So lifters are required to wear socks that cover their calf and their shins. And that's to protect them as well as the bar and the other lifters from getting blood on the bar. We do... Good looking opener there for Lauren. We got Alyssa O'Brien coming up next, opening at 130 kilos. This is 286 pounds. And she's sporting a tie-dye-ish blue color. All right, we got Kelly Powell coming up next, 319 pounds, 145 kilograms.
We got Kelly up at 145.
Let's go, Kelly.
Kelly Powell.
Great looking opener there for Kelly.
Put that on your day rate.
All right, we got Sierra coming up next, 319 pounds for her. All right, let's go, Sierra.
Let's go, Sierra. 319 on the bar for Sierra's opener in the 148 class.
I haven't seen that one very often. She just spun the bar with her foot.
That was kind of fun. I wonder if that's part of her routine. Guess we'll find out when she does her second attempt, but that was fun. Good looking slack pull there. Beautiful opener.
Three white lights.
All right, we got Haley coming out next, opening at 336 pounds. All right, let's go, Haley. Crispy. All right, bars loaded here for Amanda. 347 pounds.
Vanessa, you're on deck. These are our last two lifters in round one.
Great looking opener there for Amanda.
Good lift for Amanda.
We got Vanessa coming out with her opener attempt. 352 pounds, 160 kilograms. She is the last first attempt deadlift of this flight. Great looking opener there. Lots of conventional pullers here. All right, we are starting off our second attempts here with Abigail West, 253 pounds. Double overhand or maybe a hook grip puller. Good looking second attempt though.
That lift is good for Abby.
Lift is good.
Brittany's going to be our next lifter.
Breaks the floor, drops it down. Three white lights, lift is good. Avery Huber up next, 130 kilos loaded onto the bar. Good job today.
Bars loaded for Avery at 286 for our
All right, let's
60
go,
to
Avery.
17 division lifters.
Big pull here.
Good lift for Avery.
135 kilos on the bar for Alyssa. If I could talk, that would be phenomenal.
Alyssa's our next lifter at
297 pounds.
Lauren's on deck. Kelly's in the hole. Sierra's 3 out. Haley's 4 out.
I really like her tie-dye blue socks. They're fun.
I do too.
Come on, stick with it.
Very nice. I'm biased towards your shoes because they're my favorite.
2 to 1.
Two.
No lift.
So it sounds like they called her for supporting the bar on her thighs. I really think it was just sticky on her thighs, but
I would agree with
Lauren's
you.
the lifter at 303 here.
I'm also not in the chair, but I think it was just sticky. We got Lauren here, 137.5 kilograms.
Yes, Lauren. 303 on that list.
See, Chrissy, I'd love to get you and Tyler in the chair
Kelly's going to be up next.
for PLU.
She's got 330 on the bar. Sierra, you're on deck. Haley,
But then
you're
I
in the
couldn't
hole.
be here on the mic with you, Brian.
Aw. I'd get Devontae to take over for both of us.
He does a good job on
I
the
know.
mic. All right, Kelly. 330 pounds here for Kelly. Great wedge.
Very nice.
I think the bar came off the ground by
Good
like
lift for Kelly.
3 inches with just her wedge.
Very much so. She wedged hard. And head judge is saying that she looked a little soft from the front, but that's not necessarily something that's easy to tell from the front. But not always.
All right, bars loaded here for Sierra, 336 pounds. All right, that is part of her routine.
Let's go, Sierra. We got 336 pounds in the bar for this attempt. Awesome second pull. for
Good looking
Sierra,
second attempt there for Sierra.
3 white lights. Haley is our next lifter. Vanessa's on deck. Amanda's in the hole.
Haley Bolton coming with 162.5 kilos. Bar is loaded for Haley Bolton.
We have 3 more second attempts here of this flight.
Let's go, Haley. 358.
Oh, almost a little too snappy there, but lift is good.
358.
Very nice.
She almost lost her balance at the top, though, because she was so snappy.
Sometimes you can be too strong. You're too snappy. Like a Slim Jim. All right, Vanessa Sexton, 165 kilos on the bar.
Solid second attempt there for
Good
Vanessa.
lift for Vanessa at 363. this is the last deadlift of the second round. This is Amanda at 370.
All right, 374 pounds here for Amanda.
Yes. The smile at the end.
All right.
Good lift there for
Two lights
Amanda.
lift is good.
All right. We're going to get this reset for round 3 of deadlifts.
All right, flight 3 deadlifts of first flight, flight A. We are cooking.
All right, let's go, Abby. 275 pounds.
Let's go, Abby.
Third attempt
275
here.
on the bar for Abby West.
Well, that didn't look like a third attempt.
It
That
did
was
not.
easy.
It actually looked better than her second attempt almost.
Agreed. All right, we got Alyssa coming out here.
Alyssa O'Brien up next, 135 kilos on the bar.
A lot of these lifters are finishing their first meet on this lift, so let's get behind them.
All right, let's go, Alyssa.
Let's give our lifters some support. Let's go, Alyssa.
All right, let's go, Alyssa.
Let's go, Alyssa.
There we go. Come on. There we go. There we go. Two white lights lift is good.
There's no way you could have called hitching on that one because it was
oh
almost too far away from her body. That was great.
That was what we call an RDL.
Yes.
All right, Brittany Wendler up next.
I wonder if she is related to the Windler of the Windler 531. Probably not,
Probably
but
not. Otherwise, we'd be taking.
how often do you hear the Windler? Very
I'm not entirely sure.
that name, yeah.
All right, let's go, Brittany.
Nice and crispy.
For Brittany Wendler. Good job. Avery's up next at a state record for 308 pounds. Lauren, you're on deck. Kelly, you're in the hole. Sierra, you're 3 out.
All right, let's go, Avery. 308 pounds here.
Yes, Avery, 308 pounds.
State record attempt.
Lift is
Three white lights lift is good.
All right, we got Lauren here. 319 pounds.
Let's go, Lauren.
There we go.
Stick
Fine
with it,
four.
Lauren. Come on, lock it up.
Here the judges say at 319. No left to both sides. That was that down and up motion at the end. Close one, Lauren. Good job on Lauren. Lauren goes 7 for 9 in her first powerlifting meet. Awesome work today. Kelly's up.
All right, we got Kelly Powell coming out with her third attempt deadlift, 341 pounds. Nice leg. Good lift.
Three white lights lift is good.
All right. 347 pounds here for Sierra.
Let's go, Sierra. Third attempt deadlift at 347. Last 4 ladies up. Let's go, Sierra.
There we go.
Great looking third there for Sierra.
Sandbag and Sierra dribble. 347. Good lift.
Well, you're not on the platform anymore.
All right, we got Haley Bolton here. 374 pounds for Haley.
Then we'll be moving on to Vanessa Sexton and then Amanda Cosgriff. And we'll be moving on to the men for deadlift with Augie Greeno opening up at 45 kilos. She's got that long grip deadlift. If you watch her fingers when she's deadlifting,
Yeah, she's the long grip, yeah.
There are very few lifters.
Brittany Chown does that too.
Brittany Chown does that. There was a guy who used to lift with the powerlifting team before he became the gym. His name was Kit Sai Wong. That was how he deadlifted. He purposely set his hands like that. It didn't roll. He just set it in his fingertips. And somebody asked me, like, I have to pull it 3 less inches.
That's crazy. Good looking third there for Vanessa.
Good lift today. Fighting for that one.
Nice fight.
2 white lights. Lift is good.
We will get our platform set up for our guys, and Augie's going to start us off. Let's give it up for Flight A, all the ladies today. Good job.
Let's go, Augie. Cleaner deadlift than his dad. Nice looking. He's waiting on those lights though. Man, the lights. I see one
3 thumbs up.
Good lift.
Gonna be our next lift.
All right, we got Kevin, 203 pounds here. Oh, Augie just got a warning for his deadlift socks.
So our lifter just got a warning for not wearing deadlift socks.
All right, bars loaded here for Kevin at 203 pounds.
203 on the bar for a state record in Kevin's division. Jacob, you're on deck. JP, you're in the hole. You guys are allowed to take your shirts off for deadlift.
Easy opener there.
Good lift. The ladies in the front row said, yeah, go ahead. Okay, fine. If you must.
All right, we got Jacob Gunn coming up next.
So one thing we can,
352 pounds.
great deadlift. Great looking deadlift right there from JP. Let's see what they have to say about the knees. 3 white lights, lift is good.
I think he got the down command just in time, quite frankly.
Those knees look like it. Again, very snappy. Strength is definitely there.
Yeah.
But it looks like it almost pulled him forward a little bit.
It was too fast almost. All right, Cameron Marley coming out, 485 pounds.
Next attempt.
All right, 496 pounds here for Gavin.
Gavin Franklin up next, 225 keys on the bar.
Gavin's up at 496. Easy opener for Gavin at 496. Good lift. Austin's going to be up next. Yeah, 529 on the bar. Austin's up and Ian's on deck.
All right, 529 pounds here for Austin.
Very fast on that.
Austin at
Crispy.
240 with a fast opener.
All right, we got
Your sleeveless is looking particularly good today, and I realized
Ian.
because I cut it. A good one. That's a good one, Tommy. 360 will be there. We've got Ian at 240. He's going for 529 on his opening.
You hit the corners on that perfectly. You're like, man.
great looking opener there for Ian.
Short work of that opener. Good lift. Hey, we've got a bunch of free Lizzies up in the kitchen, so if you want to throw a hot dog in that hot dog hallway, go get your Lizzie. Seriously, though, there are free hot dogs up in the kitchen, so go load up. No judgment here for a hot dog, okay? Oh, okay, you want one, but you're afraid to get up? Just, hey, just have the girl next to you go get one. Be like, hey, I'm going to need two. My friend is shy. Well, you gotta have outgoing friends to get you a hot dog because they're not scared. They'll get free hot dogs. He ain't afraid. After this bar set up here, we've got a 2-minute clock to run, so we're running off into that right
All right, so now we have a 2-minute runoff now that the bar is loaded and ready to go.
Sorry, lifters, if everybody's gone for 2.5 minutes, it's because they're getting dogs. Chris, you can have a hot dog too if you want. I want to see a 1 by hot. Those are quarter-pound franks. I want to see a 1 by hot dog.
I can do it. One mouthful or one bite?
They look like good franks, I'm not going to lie. The buns might be dead for the hot dog and top tier, the S tier dogs. They're on a roller, bro. I mean, we got Quick Trip. What? Quick Trip. Go to Quick Trip. We got Quick Trip at home. Put a couple tornadoes on there. If you stop by the gas station, one exit out, they also have like the mini tacos and stuff. They got the real gas station food up in that one. I also have a 0 sugar dragon fruit slush that is a little sweet treat. Quick Trip only had sugar-free watermelon. On 2-pack, unfortunately. Can't get sugar-free dragon's blood. We got 23 more seconds left of our runoff for round 2 of deadlifts for flight B. See everybody around you. You're on the no hot dog app. It's not a fun place to be.
All right.
Bar is limited.
We're getting our second attempt started here.
Who was that in the background who said that sentence? Wow. We're sorry for
Good
that,
job,
everybody.
Augie.
Kevin's going to be up next. He's going to have 100.
All right, Kevin's up next here, 220 pounds. This is a state record attempt here. All right, let's go, Kevin. Great looking second attempt there for Kevin.
Good lift for Kevin.
All right, got Jacob Gunn coming up next, 385 pounds.
What's up, Jacob?
Not quite there. So initially kicked it forward with his
Yeah.
right side.
It was
So
almost like
and that was in the air, not even on the
stiff
ground.
legging it. Yeah.
So I kicked it forward and stiff legged it, and it was just a bad combination. Come back and get it again. All right. We have 3 more attempts after JP, and then we'll be moving on to third attempts.
All right, bars loaded here for JP. 479 pounds. Speedy second attempt there.
Good lift. Got a lot of strength. Just needs a little bit of a technique cleanup on that one. Just initially his rear shot up.
Yeah.
Instead of keeping his chest upright. A little bit of wasted energy. That either means that, and this is, again, generally what we're talking about is he could have either started with his hips slightly higher up so there wasn't as much upward motion on the hips, or he needs to learn how to wedge himself into the bar better to go more up and down.
Sumo is one of the most technique-heavy powerlifting lifts, in my opinion.
True. Very true. You have a 33% should be right on that, actually.
Oh, my.
Actually, no, you have a 25% chance.
Oh, because there's powerlifting federations that you can curl.
Yeah.
There's a strict curl.
The strict curl.
All right, we got Cameron here, 523 pounds. All right, so we are using our thighs here to support the bar, which is against the rules.
That's going to be a no lift for Cameron for the hitching and the dragging of the legs. He's got one last chance to clean that up on his third.
All right, Gavin. Followed by Ian. And then Van Busker.
345 with his 540. Ian's on deck. Austin's in the hole.
All right, bars loaded here for Gavin, 540 pounds. Crispy. All right, we got Ian McGuire coming out next, 556 pounds.
Ian's coming up at 556 for a second or so. Bar is loaded for Ian at 556.
All right, we got Ian coming out here, 556 pounds. Let's go, Ian.
Very clean.
Great looking second attempt there.
Mike forward to lifter. There you go. 573 for Austin.
All right, 573 pounds here for Austin.
All right. future Dr. Van Buskirk here. Very smooth again.
573 for Austin, looking routine.
All right, we are on to our third attempt deadlifts here. We are going to start with a 2-minute runoff once the bar is completely unloaded and then reloaded.
Lifters, make sure you pay attention to the order. When we get back to the top, it's going to be Augie, Kevin, Jacob, JT, Cameron.
Getting started here with Augie Greeno, 110 pounds.
We'll go drug test them. We'll get the awards ready. It'll take about 10 minutes. So for that 10 minutes, if you want to take any family or group or team picture, you can take it for awards. We'll just get one people. And afterwards, we'll put everything back where it goes.
Let's go, Augie.
About a half hour with the banner up. You guys can take whatever pictures you want. So if I tell you to stop doing that, then you'll have plenty of time later. Let's go, Augie. Augie at 110.
Great looking deadlift there.
Very nice.
Let's go. Goes 9 for 9 on his first meet. Good job today, August.
Almost went 8 for 9 on his first meet. Got lucky that his socks didn't get caught on his first attempt deadlift.
We had a little rough second with those socks, but we're figuring it out.
All right, Kevin's coming out next, 242 pounds.
Kevin is up at 242, state record attempt for Kevin. With his third lift is
Good lift there for Kevin.
All right, Jacob misses on his second attempt by kicking it forward. So let's see if he can stay with it.
Okay, Jacob, 3 white lights on that third attempt.
Switched from sumo to conventional and got it much easier.
JP's our next lifter, going 227 and a half. This will be JP's first 500-pound deadlift, so if you guys get your one out for it, it'd be sick.
All right, we got JP coming up here, 501 pounds. Good lift there for JP. All right, we got Cameron coming out next, 523 pounds.
Let's go, Cameron. 5.3 for Cameron. Cameron missed this on his second. Let's give it up for Cameron Marley.
All right, let's go, Cameron. 523 pounds.
Yes, Cameron, finish it. Close, buddy.
Not quite there. The strength is there. Just needs to clean up technique.
Austin Van Buskirk is coming out next, 584 pounds.
Let's go, Austin. 584, the state record attempt for Austin.
That did not look like a third attempt.
Just sandbagging it again.
Yeah.
Good job today, Austin. Great meeting.
He's going to put that future doctor to work by making smart decisions.
I guess so.
All right, Ian McGuire
These
up
are
next.
Last two lifts of the day. Last two lifts of the day.
All right, we got Ian coming out next. 584 pounds here for Ian.
Let's go, Ian. 584 for Ian McGuire here to finish his day.
Let's go, Ian.
There we go.
Yes, Ian.
Very
Also,
nice.
the lockout for Ian McGuire.
Hey-o!
Good one.
All right, we got Gavin Franklin coming out next. 606-pound attempt here for him, and he is the final deadlift of the day.
Woo, final deadlift.
Man, we are going to wrap it up before 12:30. We got 5 reds on that bar.
Big old reds. 5 big old reds.
Last lift of the day, Gavin Franklin, 606 pounds.
Very nice. Oh,
Close. Good job today, Gavin.
not quite there. Next time. Anyway, thank you all for being here.
All right,
We can't wait
like
to see you at the
talked
next
about,
meet
Have,
in
a,
you guys
October
now
for
have
the
some
Splasher
time if
Classic.
you want to get some pictures taken.
have a fabulous
We're gonna be
afternoon.
cleaning some
We'll
stuff
talk to you
up.
later.